I want to do a brief background explanation of this little pet project I've been doing. Recently, I've been looking at historical figures and important people across the globe and plot their year of birth and year of death on the Excel sheet. I haven't figured out a way to put the names on the y-axis, but the x-axis is the year. Blue dot is the year of birth, and red dot is the year of death of that particular person. And a couple of the interesting fun fact that I found is who is contemporary to who was born before who, and who died before who. So a lot of tidbits is very interesting, especially for those history buffs. First thing is, I just found out that Galileo, number 4 here, dies 1 year ahead of Isaac Newton. Okay, Da Vinci is contemporary to Copernicus, who argue the sun is the center of the solar system instead of the earth. And Marco Polo is the oldest here, who dies just 50 years ahead of Zheng He, who, on the order of the Ming Emperor Yongle, sailed approximately 100 some ships from China to east coast of Africa. That exploration or that expedition happened much earlier than most of the European explorers. For example, Diaz 17 sailed from Europe across the Cape of Good Hope into the Indian Ocean. 11 is Christopher Columbus. And then let's see, Christopher Columbus is actually contemporary to Da Vinci. So imagine Christopher Columbus is sailing across the Atlantic Ocean discovering North America. Da Vinci was busy painting Mona Lisa, drawing his interesting gadgets, for example helicopters and multi-barrel guns, on his notebooks. So if you wonder if Da Vinci knows about Christopher Columbus' expedition, what would Da Vinci think about the New World if he gets to travel with Columbus to North America? And John Harrison is number 16 here, who invented a watch or clock that can be used on ships to track the longitude coordinate of the travel. At that time, British Empire is expanding across the globe, and their naval force is extremely powerful. But at that time, they still were not able to solve the longitude problem. So a lot of ships will get lost in sea and crash. So a lot of people died. Interestingly enough, John Harrison is contemporary to Isaac Newton. And if you wonder if they talk to each other or not, Shakespeare is number 8, who is contemporary to number 7, Elizabeth I. And Shakespeare is actually contemporary to Galileo, number 4. And also contemporary to number 5, Kepler. And contemporary to Tycho Brahe, number 3. So while Shakespeare was writing his sonnets and poems, Johannes Kepler tried to figure out the planetary motions with the help of Tycho Brahe. And Galileo was taking his telescope, looking at Jupiter, if I'm not mistaken. Number 10 is Raphael, an artist during the Renaissance in Italy. Number 9 is Michelangelo, who is contemporary to Da Vinci. And interestingly enough, Michelangelo died on the same year when Shakespeare was born. Well, that's an interesting fun fact right there. And Pizarro, who conquered the Inca Empire, is contemporary to Da Vinci, and also contemporary to Christopher Columbus, and also contemporary to Magellan, number 12. So while Pizarro was looting, stealing, and killing people in Inca Empire, Magellan started his circumnavigating the world and died on this island, Cebu Island of Philippines. And let's see, Magellan died almost near the same year as Raphael, who almost also died around the same time as Da Vinci. So that's interesting. I didn't know that. So while Magellan was getting killed in the island of Philippines, Da Vinci was coming up to his own mortality. Let's see, what else is Diaz? I talked about him already. 15 is Donatello, who is also contemporary to Da Vinci, and also contemporary to number 9, Michelangelo. Oh, not really. Donatello died just before Michelangelo was born, so they're actually not contemporary to each other. So though for all those Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle fans, Raphael, Michelangelo, and Da Vinci are contemporaries, but Donatello is only contemporary to Da Vinci, but not the other two. Anyway, this is just a fun little project I've been doing. I'm probably going to expand this list further and see what other interesting fun fact that I can find. Okay, thanks.